Good evening, everyone. Treasure Troller here from the partially mask-wearing militant state of Michigan. It's the new year. I don't really like this time of year. Not it's because of the holidays and that's cool. But I don't like it because all these, say, people that I watch on YouTube, some of the other shows, they put in their hour show five nights a week, and then when it comes to the holidays, well, they've just got to stop and recharge their batteries. So they take the week off before Christmas, and you don't see them back till second week of January. I just kind of drives me nuts. Not only that, some of these contracts these contracts for their shows and stuff must end at the end of the year, because sometimes when they come back, the same people aren't there anymore, kind of a different format. I guess a lot of this I stopped liking when Cold Pizza was on years and years ago. And Cold Pizza was a pretty good show, and then they came back after Christmas, and Cold Pizza was a whole different show. That was on ESPN. So anyways, a little beverage before I go. I haven't been able to use the van. Well, I shouldn't say that. There's been no need to use the van since the middle of December. I've had to work out of my hometown, and probably won't be in the van until the middle of this month. So, and it would have been really nice. I mean, as you can see, this is, there's no snow on the ground. It's been in the 30s. It's been like the perfect weather for sleeping in that van. So it's kind of disappointing. So probably about the time I get back, it'll be near zero or below, and then that'll be fun and games. But the one thing that I did want to sort of caught me a little bit off guard anyways after the new year was, so I saw Adam the Woo. Adam the Woo was leaving his apartment in Celebration, Florida. Basically the Disney-owned property. He was leaving his apartment. I was a bit surprised. But then, of course, more news coming, more news. And then finds out he's buying a house. And he wasn't talking about where, whatnot. I really thought he would end up in Gatlinburg or something like that. I was a little bit surprised when he said, I'm going to stay in Orlando. Not a bad place, but just sort of took me by surprise. And he's right there at the Orlando airport, so easy to get around. But he bought the house in Celebration. And then, of course, now the Daily Woo is going to end at the end of this year. And he's putting in his Woodio, and is going to create content from his house. I don't think Adam the Woo is going to like this at all. He's not going to enjoy this at all. It's just not going to be his thing. Everything he wants to do, he's tried, and has gone back to the Daily Woo. He tried special projects. He did the Forrest Gump in the vacation shooting sites, the movies. He did those. And he came back to the Daily Woo. But now he wants to do something from his house. And Adam isn't someone that I see being satisfied waking up in the morning and walking into the bedroom, the adjacent bedroom, and start creating stuff in the house. What's he going to do? Is he going to interview people? Bongino's got that all wrapped up. You know, you can find 100 people that'll sit in front of a green screen and create content, and you'll only find a couple that actually go out on the road and do the exact same thing but take you to the site. So I don't see it. But the one thing that's always been constant with Adam is there's a certain percentage, and I'm part of that percentage, that, for instance, just do not like a single 50-year-old guy running around Disney World and Epcot. I just don't think you have any business being there. But beyond that, there's people that just don't like all the content from the amusement parks. So when he goes to the amusement parks, there's a pretty big part of his audience that does not enjoy that. There's some that love the Disney stuff, can't wait for him to go back. There's probably a group of people that, well, Adam, I don't care what you're doing, just as long as I get to see you every day. And there's some people that say, you know, you should have stuck to your camper, the Majestic, and been traveling around. But the one thing they all had in common, and that's kind of the way things were with Adam. You can't make, you know, obviously you can't make everyone happy all the time. But that's kind of the way things have gone with Adam. But they've always had one thing in common, and that he was out on the road, traveling and doing vlogs. Now he's going to sit at home. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think he's going to be happy. I think he's going to, you know, maybe the other thing about it is making these vlogs in the home and doing these projects takes time, and it goes not at your pace, but at the other person's pace. They just don't seem to come out like you would hope they would. And I don't think Adam is that patient of an individual. I don't think it's going to work out well. I don't think he's going to be happy. I think he's going to say before too long he bought the house, and he bought it for the Woodio, and the living was sort of secondary, and he's not necessarily happy with the arrangement, but he likes being close to the airport. Everything about the house is great except living in the house. Its location, its functionality. He makes better coffee at home than he can buy out on the road. Everything is great about the house except living there. So that's my bet. So hopefully in the next couple days the shows get back to normal. Those people come back, the hosts come back, things get back to normal, and we can watch the self-destruction of Adam the Woo. So that is Treasure Troller saying aloha and good day.